Kerryann, move his shoulders a little bit more to the inside. Yeah. And then feel a little bit as you're warming him up. He's a little bit more of a square type of horse. So with him, really it's important to get the shoulders in a little shoulder 4 and move the dining car a little bit over. So give the inside hind leg a little bit more room to step under his body. That's a girl. Yeah. Yeah, keep working on the neck, getting a little bit lower. That's right. Good. That's right. So the more square the horse is, the more you have to think about kind of getting that middle out of the way a little bit. Yeah, and you know, he's a little bit, his front legs are a little bit shorter than the hind legs too. So both of those pieces, when you think about where you want to place the hind legs, you have to really make sure you give the hind legs a good place to go. That's much better. Good. Still keep working on a little bit lower neck. Yeah, I liked it when it was about 2 inches lower. He doesn't like to keep it there, but that's where he really uses his back a little bit more to pick himself up. That's it, girl. There you go. Hey, Tara, did you see Lusitano broke the 80% mark yesterday? Pretty cool. There you go. Good, Kerryann. Let's change directions. Good. Good. The neck a little lower. So the feeling with him is the strides get a little bit more elastic and not quite so quick and staccato. So that's his top line working. And he has kind of an opinion about where the neck should be, and we have to have an opinion that we think it should be a little lower than where he thinks it should be. So you want to have the trot feel a little bit, I would say, slower in tempo with a little bit more air time. Good, neck lower. Good job on the shoulder 4, good job. I know, good, you bet, that's it. That's a good cut, that's it. That's it, girl, good job. Super. Good. Okay, walk for a minute. So Kerryann, with him, just because a little bit of his conformation, plus I don't want to insult his weight, but he's a little chubby. And so what happens is when he's a little chubby, that belly pulls his back down a little bit. So finding the place, that's why right now I think the neck has to be lower, so that you get those belly muscles lifting that belly up a little bit, and then you kind of feel the trot get a little bit bouncier, rather than that sort of staccato feeling. And also a little bit where the neck goes, kind of helps where the front leg goes, gives him a little bit more reach in that front leg. So, you know, playing with every horse you ride, it's kind of like trying to find exactly the right place where you make all of the pieces of his body work to the utmost. Does that make sense? So, and you know, depending on the day, if they're a little tense one day or if they're a little lazy one day, sometimes it changes a bit. So, you know, you have to be thinking every day you ride that it's not just put the neck in the same place or bend the same amount. It's always a little bit, I think, in the warm-up experimenting, okay? So, you know, and then if you think, okay, I think this is good, then change it a little bit and see if it gets better or if it was the best trot you had. You know, canter's a little bit less complicated, so let's do a little bit of canter. I would say just still make sure that you're in a little shoulder four though, okay? How low the neck is now probably is not going to matter too much. That's a good. Just work a little bit on that tilting. Good. That's it. Good. Canter's lovely. So really it's mostly thinking a little bit about developing his trot because the canter is like no problem. Yeah, good. Change directions. He does changes, right? Good. Good. Yeah, that leads good too. So you can have a vacation if you can't. The trot, you have to work harder. Very nice. Good. Nice and straight both directions. Good, Kerryann. That's right. Really the only piece in the canter is just thinking a little bit about keeping him a little bit stretched into both reins so he doesn't tilt. Yeah. That's it. Good. Good. Okay. So let's go back to trot. Now let's do some shoulder in with maybe a little bit more bend and angle than you would with a more rectangle horse. Yeah, so you're going to have a little more bend in the neck and maybe 3.5 tracks with him. So we make it a little bit harder. We try to open up that range of motion. Good. Now a little less. That's 4 tracks. Half track less. Yes, that's it. Good. Good. So that's the angle I want. The bend is good. We just want the neck a little bit lower so that we can maybe push that hind leg a little more under the body. Neck a little lower, kind of bend and give with that left rein. Try to work on that neck, getting the neck a little bit more unlocked. There, good. Keep it down there. Look, now watch the angle. He's a sneaky little devil. You've got all the sneaky ones. Tara gives you all the sneaky ones today. That's right. And then we want a little bigger trot. That's a go. Good. You can keep and then push you. Do you feel a little bit when you put more leg on, he puts his neck up again? Yeah. So that's his sort of resistance, cheat, whatever, to say, yeah, not in the mood. Good. Try to lower the neck. You can do it. You can do it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's the idea. Mm-hmm. Good. You put the neck where you want it. That's it. Mm-hmm. There we go. There we go. Mm-hmm. That's a girl. Good Kerryann. That's right. And we try to keep it there and kind of push a little bit. Oh, stop it. You are so naughty. He says, I don't want to have a big trot like that. Mommy will find it too difficult to sit. Good, good, good. A little lower. Come on, boy, you can do it. Yep, girl. Mm-hmm. There we go. There we go. There, that's it. That's the trot. Good job. Uh-huh. There, perfect. So that's where you're going with the trot. I love it now. Mm-hmm. Yep, every time the neck comes up, you have to convince him it needs to go down. Eventually the neck can come back up and the trot will stay, but right now, every time the neck comes up, the hind leg goes backwards. And he kind of flattens a little bit. Good girl. That's it, Kerryann. There we go. Uh-huh. Yay. Good boy. Good. Okay, so let's try to the right and see if it's easier. The look on his face and his ears are always back. Well, I'm not sure if he's concentrating all the time or if he's a little bit like trying to figure out how to avoid this. He's not so sure that he should have to work his little body like that. Yay, good girl, Kerryann. Might be easier this way, I don't know. Good job. Good job. Oh, come on, come on. Your life is not over. You can put your neck down 2 inches. That's nice, that's nice. We're going to do a little more swing out of the trot. Okay, so let's do some half passes, Kerryann. You can bend a lot, you can make him straighter. Main thing is whenever he feels like he's a little bit in his pose, when he gets a little too light and that gets a little too high, so you might want to change things a little bit, like either bend more or make him a little straighter, yeah. Just try to improve the contact. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I mean, he's crossing, blah, 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 those things are fine, the bend is fine. But we just, again, we want to improve the quality of the trot in the half pass. Now it's going to take a little work. Yeah. Go a little forward, try to lower the neck again before you do the next one. Good. There. Try to keep that trot, yeah? That's right. You might lose a little bit in your half pass, but try to start with that idea. Oh, he's into passage too. Kerryann, it must be your aura. You have a passage aura. You know, yeah, walk for a sec, Kerryann. Actually, for him, because the passage helps him get a little more elevation. For him, it's not a bad thing. It might not be a bad thing to do a little bit and then try to go a little forward, do a little bit and go forward, okay? You for sure can feel the really good trot, okay? So the good news is it's there, okay? It's just, yeah. Do you like to bulge that under neck? That's really not pretty. No, it's not pretty. It says, here's what I think about this.
Yeah, he was what is it, the sea cab?
What?
In Spain, the sea cab thing, the Grand Prix.
Yeah, he was grand champion of the sea cab.
But it's more like tricks.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that, you know, the thing is that we know we can go out there and do all the movements,
Yeah.
So
but it's with no quality. So our job then is to say, well, that's not what we want, so we want to spend the time, and of course, he, in his mind, he doesn't need that because he's never had to do it,
yeah.
you know? So in his mind, he's like, what the hell are you doing up there? Just let me do my thing.
Leave me alone.
I'm good at my thing. So he's very, I think he's willing, but he's a little bit, this look on his face is like, what is she doing up there?
Yeah.
You know? But I think once he actually feels that trot more often, that I think it's for his body is going to feel better too.
Yeah.
Okay? So the key is just finding, and like I said, experimenting, finding different ways of trying to improve the trot. The canter, luckily, looks connected. You know.
Working hard on the cannery. So we've been working hard on the cannery because it wasn't when we
Yeah, the canter looks connected today, so hooray, that's good. The trot is maybe a little now not as good. So as you're doing the movements, you know, you've got to be thinking about, okay, do I need to leave the movement? Do I need to think of doing like a little stretch? And then in the half pass, I like that idea a little bit there where you went a little bit more forward, more toward medium, and then maybe took that into the half pass, worth a try. Going a little forward, then adding some passage. That might help the trot too. I kind of wouldn't do the passage when he's not forward because that's a little as trick passage.
Yeah.
You know, so I think you're just gonna have to be like not afraid to experiment and try different things, because he just has to learn how to use his body in a different way than, you know, he's had to.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go back to canter since it's a little bit better, and maybe if we get a little better connection there, we can go back to the trot again and have it improve a little bit again. So in the canter, I want you to do a little bit of forward, back, sort of shifting between the medium and the pirouette canter. Main thing is just keep that feeling where he's stretching into both reins so he doesn't twist and tilt a bit. Good. Yeah. And then create suppleness and then collect again. Yeah, so you feel a little bit as he does the medium, he starts to climb and get a little stiff. So just as we're shifting forward, back, keep thinking of keeping that supple. Good. Yeah, good. Okay. Now let's come down center line, half pass right. And then stay in counter canter. Bend a little more, and then use that left rein to put the neck down. Bend a lot right, and then use the left rein to put the neck down. Good. Good. Now stay in counter, canter. So keep that little bit of right bend for now, that raw bear feeling. You're kind of pushing his butt over toward the wall. And riding that forehand, yeah. Good. Good. Now, we want to try to bend a little bit left with no change. So we want to try to bend left and really push him off your left leg. Good. Yes. Good. And then back a little to the outside. And we want to try to keep that range of motion in the canter. There. Good. And again here through the short end. Inside bend. Feel a little bit like your leg yielding in and out. Very good. Really push him. So you're really trying to open up the range of motion in that canter. He's rolling his left eye now. Good. Good. Really push him over. Push him. Push him. Good. That's what I want. Keep the neck. There. And now back to the outside bend. Good. And now on the long side, keep that little outside bend and do a little medium collected. Good job. Good. Good. Turn down center line. Keep the counter, canter. And then somewhere on center line, a half pirouette back down toward C. Keep your bend. Keep the connection. Yeah, so we've got to think about our pirouette. Kerryann is a little bit more connected. Come on the diagonal, turn right. So I need a little more bend and I need his neck lower on that outside rein. So that in the pirouette he doesn't lift his neck and do a rear around. We need to keep the front end from helping him turn. Neck down, neck down, neck down. Bend in, neck down. Bending, big schooling pirouette. Bending more, bend more. Neck down, that's it. Good job, that's it. That's the feeling. That was much better. Walk, had it good. That was much better. But again, his version of the canter pirouette is basically a rear around.
Yeah, his head goes straight up.
Yeah, he's like, let me help with my front legs. But that schooling pirouette, you know, if you think about it, if you don't have the bend, then the outside rein is only going to make the neck short. Okay? So with the bend and then using the outside rein against the bend, that's going to put the neck down. But you'll still then have the stretch because of the bend. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so let's do the left canter, start in the true lead. We'll do a left canter half pass and stay in counter canter and do some of the suppling work. Yep, bend a lot and right rein, put the neck down. Good job. You bet. Good. Good. Now in the counter canter, you may have to keep a little more bend than you normally would, just to help keep the neck down. And then on the long side, let's do a little inside bend and pushing him off that right leg. Mm-hmm. That's a girl. Yeah, let go of your neck, boy. Let go of that big neck. You can do it. That's a girl. Good. And then straight ahead again in your counter position. Mm-hmm. Push the hips a little bit more over toward the wall. Good. There, you betcha. Good. And then on the long side, medium back in the counter. Very good. Good. Yeah, he actually stays connected better in the counter for your medium, so yeah, it's a good place to school the little darling. Okay, big circle again, inside bend, leg heeled out, put that big neck down. Mm-hmm. Good, 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 super. Okay, straight ahead. And then we'll turn on center line for C and do our big schooling canter pirouette. But again, more bend so the outside rein keeps the neck down. And think, I don't care about the size so much. I just want to have that neck down so he actually has to use his hind legs to create the pirouette, not use his front end. So far, so good. Yeah, move the neck around, yeah. Yeah, good. Yeah, you keep moving take his neck away from him. So if you just sit there and don't do anything, then he can set his neck. So you have to be in charge of bending more or counter bending or whatever. Don't get too small. Don't let him make that neck so stiff. It's got to be movable. That's a girl. Good. Now, this direction, think a little bit more about that left shoulder. He's turning the shoulders too fast. So he's not really doing a pirouette, he's doing a 10-meter circle. Make the circle bigger. And put the hind legs on a smaller circle and use your left leg to keep the left, no, don't turn so much. Get that front end up into the outside rein and make that stay on a bigger circle. So he's doing there with his left shoulder what the Frisian did yesterday with his right shoulder. Mm-hmm. Don't let him have the front end. Don't let him have the front end. Slow the front end. Why is it so little? You've got to control it. It's got to be bigger. Bigger. That's the idea. Bigger. Get the front end out. Get the front end out. Get the front end out. Make it a 10-meter circle. A 10-meter circle. 10. Slow the front end. Slow the front end. Walk. 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 Do it at walk. Push the haunches in. Now think of your left leg and your right rein saying, whoa, shoulders. See, he's already moved the shoulders. Stop. Stop the shoulders. Push the haunches over. Don't let the shoulders go. Keep the shoulders going straight out. Think out. Haunches in, shoulders out. Slow the shoulders. Slow. Slow that inside front leg. Make the inside front leg go straight and then turn. Step forward, then turn. Step forward 2 steps. Step forward, out of it, go straight 2 steps. Now turn. Go straight 2 steps. Straight, out. Don't quit turning. And now turn. And now straight. 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 That's fine. And turn. and straight, left leg, and turn, and straight. Straight. When I say straight, Kerryann, what I mean, look at me. I mean, instead of him being curved on a circle, that you come straight. That the hind legs stay exactly where they are, but you make the shoulders come this way again. Do you understand? Okay? He won't do that. He's not letting you do that. If you try to straighten the shoulders, he throws the haunches the wrong way. Okay? So you have to be able to hold the haunches right where they are with your right leg. And then use your left leg and right rein and move the shoulders over this way. Just do that at all. Try and move the shoulders and point him this way at the camera without losing the haunches. Yes. So there you'd have 2 steps straight. Come straight. Okay, stop. Now you're still bending. Okay, now do 2 or 3 turning steps. Nothing changes. Good. 1 more turning. Good. Now straight. So you walk straight toward the corner 2 steps. Good. I know. His face. He's like, he's like, I don't do this. I either turn or I go straight. I don't mix it up. And turn again. Good boy. Good boy. I know. These Americans, they're just so full of shit, aren't they? Why do they want to do this? Yeah, good boy. Oh, look, he's going to paw now. He's going to be mad.
No, he's going to do
The Spanish, he's going to try all of his tricks. Good, Kerryann, that's right. And now go straight. Good. Perfect. And patting. Now try that at canter again. Do you understand, though? I think you understand. You just can't do it yet. Yeah, first of all, don't get on such a small circle, because that in his pea head is a pirouette, and then he just keeps turning. It's like, no, now we're not going to canter. Just trot for a minute. Okay, now just think a little haunches in on that big circle. But don't let the circle get smaller. Use your inside leg and the outside rein to keep the circle big. Keep thinking of the front end on a big circle. That your inside leg of the reins is riding the front end more forward as your outside leg behind the girth is turning. That's so much better. Good. And now leave. That's super. Yeah. Okay, well, I can pat it. Good girl. So, Kerryann, I think for him and the pirouettes, if you let him get so small, you know, on the teeny circle in his head, then he has one way to do it.
Yeah.
You know, and then it's hopeless. You know, you're just a passenger. He's got his reaction plugged in and he's doing it the way he's doing it. So I think you're going to have to reschool the pirouettes on the bigger circle, where you're just thinking about him being a 6-year-old person that you're just introducing the pirouette canter to. Okay? So that he really understands about taking the weight behind and allowing you to create that shape of his top line with your reins. Because that's what he's not allowing you to do. So you get into the pirouette and there's no connection from back to front. So you have no control. It's helpless. You can't do anything there except smile and pretend that's what you want. You know, it's like, yay, this is exactly what I want. So just take away that idea from him and do it in a little different way, like you're just starting the pirouette on the big circle. Make sense? And you understand about the right side, he's not throwing himself so much into your right leg. That direction you have more control.
Yes, definitely.
This direction, you have no control of that left shoulder. You know, so you have to really find, make the exercise way more simple so you can explain to him what you want. Make sense? Okay, so let's go back to, I just kind of want to see a couple of changes. No, we're not doing Piaf and Passage tricks. This is why not. I'm really good at them. Good. It's all right. Keep that left leg back. It kind of creeps forward, Kerryann, which is why he does a 2 occasionally that direction. You have to be really clear with that outside leg back. Mm-hmm. Good. Exactly. Right? Makes sense?
Yes.
So when you feel you move into it, that was a good correction. You just say, guess what? We're going to do a little leg yield off this left leg. The changes themselves are very pretty. Uh-huh. You bet. Good. Good. Okay, down the quarter line, let me see a couple of 110s. Yep, off the left leg again. Don't let him sneak closer to the rail. Good. So that's going to be the issue there. Yeah, so, I would do them like this where you have a relationship to the rail so you could really see if he starts sneaking closer over there to the rail. And then you just do a little leg yield. Good. Much better. Good job. Good job. Okay, back to trot. And let's just see if our trot's a little better. Keep the neck down. Uh-huh. Now go ahead and play a little bit. This is looking good. So when he's connected and the neck is down, add a few steps of passage and then back to the trot. Good. And then back to trot. Lower the neck again. Good. Good. And back to trot. Super. A little more forward. Yeah, that's it. Good. That's the best one. That's the best one. Good. That was the best one because you had the biggest steps with the hind legs. Yeah, but you also had, I think, the best connection as far as the neck down and the back up. So that's really important. You can ride that energy really forward into your hand and then control the neck before you massage. Yeah, yeah, and then again, neck down, ride forward a bit. Good. Good. Try your shoulder in. Okay, neck got too high. Let's try it again. Forward, neck down. Come on, you can do it. Shoulder in simple. Oh boy, you can do it. Good job. Oh, you're so smart. Good, yay. Straight in. Good, neck down, forward, half pass right from center line. Good work. Good job. Okay. Okay, really super job with keeping the connection. The trot was terrible, but it's okay. One step at a time. One step at a time.
We're pleased that we're on the bit.
Yeah. I'm actually happier, so it's okay. Now again, a little passage forward, passage forward. Good. Yay. Good job. Neck down again, forward. There you go, good. And then a couple passage steps. Good. And neck down, good job, buddy. And now we're going to do a center line half pass left. Let's see if we can keep the contact. Well, better than the first ones we did, but forward again. Good. Just change directions up there, Kerryann. Now I want you to do another one to the left with less sideways. He went way too much sideways. Think longer angle. That left shoulder again coming toward me. That's right, make him mad. He's mad. Look at that face. He's like, damn you. Yeah, don't let him throw himself into his stupid left leg, because then he can't stay round on the right ring. Yeah.
Little temper tantrum.
Oh, he's such a Spanish man. There we go. All right. Okay, that's the ticket. Oh, he's mad now. Okay, let's walk and do a little piaffe so that he can do something fun at the end that he likes. Oh, reward him with a little piaffe. Okay, here it is. Do your trick. Show us your piaffe trick. Oh, good boy. Oh, you are, oh yes. You are such a star. What a star. Oh, good boy. Pretty good for a fat boy. What a crack up he is. He's mad at us. Oh, good boy. But can you feel the quality there with the front legs too? How that is bouncier. That's where we got the friction yesterday. Yeah? Oh, stop. Okay, see if you can do any stretching. Rising stretching. Good luck with it. But he can do a little piaffe at the end of every day as sort of a reward, you know, because he does that really well. Yeah, who does that with horses, right? Yeah, just do some piaffe at the end for a reward. Most horses are like,
It's a punishment.
oh, look, he's happier to stroke. And, you know, I tell you what, it just looks so much better. He's actually a little happy to stretch now. Doesn't that feel good? job, Kerryann. So, you know, I think doing trot, canter, just kind of switching back and forth, I think that works good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think doing the counter canter with the wrong bend, I think that's helpful too, because that makes everything longer and makes him come more into the contact. So, you know, basically, you got everything done today. Sometimes took a little bit of experimenting to get there, but you know, at the end of the day, if you accomplish that every day, then pretty soon he's gonna say, oh, okay, I do that a little differently. But you could feel that left half pass was exactly the same thing that was happening in the pirouette. Okay, so that you just have to watch. Yes, it was good, Pia, very good.
Brought to you by Equestrian Video Productions LLC.